think about ease of use, the most obvious feature with Zeus that fits into that theme is the joystick. So the Zeus joystick is simple to use. It's active when the throttle and shift controls are in neutral. Once you put them in neutral, you can go and grab the joystick and maneuver the boat with the joystick. You don't have to press any buttons to turn into a joystick mode. You just grab the joystick and go. It's also proportionally controlled. So if you push the joystick a little bit, the clutch and the transmission will slip automatically, so the boat's speed is very, very slow. And then as you push the joystick farther off center or rotate the joystick farther off center, you get full clutch engagement at your idle speed, and then continue to rotate or push the joystick, and you'll see the engine RPM increase and you'll go faster. So you've got complete speed control from not at all, literally seeing the propellers moving like that slow down under the boat, all the way up to more speed than you would want to use around the dock. So you've got a lot of authority with the joystick as well. Again, you don't need to switch into the joystick mode. You're just gonna put the levers in neutral, grab the joystick and go. But if you want to stop using the joystick, you just release the joystick and go back to driving with the levers. Very simple. After the joystick, and it's a standard feature on Zeus. All the features we're going to talk about are standard features. One of the other exciting features we have with Zeus is Skyhook. And what Skyhook does is, with the press of the button, the boat will automatically maintain position and heading. So the boat won't rotate with the wind, and it won't drift fore, aft, side to side. It's going to stay within roughly a half a boat length of where you press the button. This is also a standard feature. It's using an onboard GPS, an IMU, an inertial measurement unit, to determine where the boat is and what heading the boat is on. And then it's just going to operate similar to how you would use the joystick to maintain the boat's position. That's, again, a standard feature on Zeus. Then we also have autopilot linked into Zeus. That's a standard feature as well. The autopilot interfaces with most of the chart plotters that are on the market. We have a list on our website that you can look and see which models that we've validated the chart plotter with. And the way it works is similar to many other autopilot systems, where you can enter a waypoint or a series of waypoints on your chart plotter, and then you can head to those waypoints either one at a time, or you can set the system to go through each waypoint in series. So we call that waypoint tracking, where you're actually going to go through, and at each waypoint you're going to get a little pop-up window that's going to tell you that you can turn, or the boat is going to turn to the next waypoint. So it'll either go to each one individually or go through a whole route of waypoints. We also have, as part of the autopilot, an auto heading mode. So if you're driving, say, around here, if you're going down through the intercoastal, you don't want to put in a whole series of waypoints, you can just pick auto heading mode. You press the button, and the boat's going to continue going in the direction that you're going at the moment you press the button. If you're in the auto heading mode, there are buttons that, when you guys get up onto the boat, you can see these buttons with arrows. Each arrow press would turn the boat 10 degrees. So if you're using the auto heading mode and you want to move around something, you can use an arrow press or a couple arrow presses, and the boat will turn around that and then turn back with the arrows as well. You can make a finer adjustment with the joystick. So when you're in auto heading, if you just bump the joystick, you push it a little bit, that's a smaller adjustment, a 1 degree course change. If you're in auto heading mode or in waypoint tracking mode, and you see something in front of the boat that you want to avoid, you can just grab the wheel and turn. You've got instant control with the wheel. You don't have to press a button to disengage the autopilot. Once you've done that and you grab the wheel, you're going to feel it turning through a detent. And you'll kind of pop through that detent. You'll have manual control of the boat again. You'll steer around whatever you wanted to avoid. And then you can hit a resume button and come back to the heading that you were on previously. So again, it's very simple to use. Most people will get on the Zeus boat, and without any instruction or very minimal instruction, they're going to feel pretty comfortable, maybe a half an hour or so, with all the different features. We also have an automated trim tab on the boat with Zeus. You see this trim tab on the back of the pod here. For those of you guys on that side, when you come around a little later and look at it, this is part of the pod. It's fully automated. We put together a table in the boat that basically controls the position of the tab related to the speed of the boat. So as the boat is accelerating, if the boat were to need a little tab to help with the trim angle of the boat as you're accelerating, the tab would automatically come down and then will come back up. It's an automated feature, but you also still have manual control. So if you want to adjust the tab position or the trim of the boat to the sea conditions, there's a port and starboard tab button on the dash, and you can do that. And when you do that, you're setting an offset from the position that is previously set. So For example, if there's a wind and the boat is heeling, what you would do is you can adjust that with your trim tabs, and then they're going to tend to go up and down together in that new setting. And then just to bring it back to the original setting, there's an auto switch. You can just flip that off and on, and you get back to the original setting. That's a really nice feature because a lot of operators, either they don't use their trim tabs or they're not sure how to use them. Now they don't have to worry about that. It's all built right into the pod.